And we are back. I apologize for cutting the duct tape short there, but we did jump into another series, a mid-series between these two these two players in the round of 16. There we go. As we are diving into a TVP with two players that we have casted many times before. Some of these even in our amateur events. Of course, the Cuban player has played in MasTeR Open in the past, but here we are mid-series in the ace match as we are tied up 1-1, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player. He is red, representing Team Eximus Gaming. It is MasTeR. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, this is the player I was alluding to. He's of course representing Team Unidos por el Vicio, the Cuban Terran. He's played in MasTeR Open. I don't believe he's been able to win one, but he has made some pretty deep runs. And he's also played in these Latin American events. It is SlayersMvP. Oh my. And what does he have planned for us? Again, SlayersMvP, he's one of those insane players who stays up incredibly late and actually plays in our amateur events. I was talking about it earlier. We do run every Friday tournaments for Diamond players and for Masters players, but it's at a pretty bad time for the Americas. I believe it's like at 4 or 5 a.m. for American players. It's more suited to European and Southeast Asian and Oceanic players, time zone wise. But Slayers, he stays up very late, or sometimes he wakes up early, and he does play in the Masters events. And we see, mate, he's tied up against MasTeR. Like, that's pretty impressive. So we'll see if he can pull it off. Right now, things are looking kind of regular at home. Kind of. This tech lab is a red flag. Ooh, and he does wall off completely here. MasTeR, he has no idea about the proxy in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. So I'm really curious how this is going to play out, because there's a tech lab. Ooh, I was wondering if it was going to be like, if he was going to try and research an upgrade like Stim. But no, instead he is working on Concussive Shell and Marauder. Is going to get some add-ons here? No, pure Marine only in the proxy, so he's going to be hitting with Marines and Marauders. He does have these SCVs, so if he wants to, he can attempt to throw down some bunkers as well to help support his units. Again, what's important is that MasTeR has no idea. He is trying to scout around the edges of the map. He has checked almost everywhere to the north. Now he's moving on towards the south, so eventually he will spot this if he keeps going. But oh god, right now he's just not looking in the right places. He has no idea. At home, he does have a shield battery. He is trying to be safe, but one shield battery against Marauders is not enough. The buildings can be focused down, and here we go. He's pulling the boys. He's going across the map with only 2 Marauders, and we'll see if that is going to be enough. He's going to be meeting up with everyone else. At the same time, MasTeR, he knows something is up. Here we go. Second, third shield battery going up. What's scary is that this is all being powered by one pylon. This one pylon, if that goes down, that is it. There we go. MasTeR realizes it. He throws down a second pylon, but these 2 pylons are pretty exposed. This is scary, and here comes the Terran army. The boys are being pulled. Overcharge is being used, and here we go. The pylon's being focused down. Meanwhile, MasTeR is focusing the overcharge on the pylon as well, keeping it alive just barely, and MasTeR pushes away the Terran army. Oh my god, Slayers, he's all in right now. Like, he's got to make something happen. He turns around. He's losing a lot of SCVs for free right now. Ay. Overcharge was already wasted, so he can attempt to break this and focus down those pylons, but with 2 pylons here, and what's important is that these shield batteries obviously can focus on the pylons and keep them alive. Slayer goes back home. Oh god. Ay. I don't know if this is the move, mate. I mean, it makes sense because he can't break this, right? Like, the defense is just too good for MasTeR. It's just too good. But oh no. Slayer. Hold on, Slayer, hold on. Like, it's understandable, right? Like, the defense is just too strong, so Slayer goes home, but this is like this is not a recoverable position. Like, look at the workers. Like, Slayer, like, MasTeR almost has triple the worker count. MasTeR has 35 to the 13 of Slayers. SlayersMvP. Like, God, it's just not working out. He needs a Hail Mary play. He needs to like you know, throw it downfield and just have someone leg it, you know, just pray to whatever deity you pray to. But like, what do you do here, right? Like, maybe a medevac and go for some drops. Maybe like some Widow Mines, maybe go for a BC. We do see he is working on his starport, and he is getting a tech lab, so he could go for maybe even Banshee play, right? Like, work on cloak, go for the switch with the buildings. We'll see what the plan is going to be here for Slayers. Again, macroing from here is not the play. It's not like, how are you going to do that? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. MasTeR is getting a third base. Oh god, Blink is going to be on the way. We already have a Robo for a War Prism to go across the map. Scratch that, we have a Robotics base, so, you know, Colossus is going to be coming out soon. Once the Colossus comes out, like, how are you going to deal some damage? MasTeR even scouts with his Haluk. He sees all the production. We see that there is no switch here, surprisingly, for me anyway. Hey, he's not going for something like Banshees. He's still keeping that tech lab on that factory, so I guess he's just going to go for a follow-up push. Oh my. Meanwhile, massive shout out to Airblade Orange. Air Orange. Air Orange in the chat. Thank you so much for subscribing 5 months in a row. We appreciate it. 3-month streak. Gracias. Thank you so much for the support. Quack. Oh boy. But SlayersMvP needs your support right now. He needs everyone's support, because this is... How is this going? Like, okay. The only way this works, maybe, is if he sneaks across the map and like gets into the main somehow, but mate, that's not gonna happen. The army's here. There's already Vision here in the middle of the map. Oh god, he's gonna be losing so much bio. He does blink on 4, that's what I was worried about, and all the Marauders get focused down, the Marines are being focused down. He does get one Stalker, but one Stalker for that entire bio force, that's not worth it at all. The tank is exposed. Slayers, he has to try and make his stand here at the natural base, and oh, he just barely pushes MasTeR away, and he knows the situation he's in. He leaves his defenses completely exposed, and he's going for a drop across the map. This drop needs to kill the entire mineral line and maybe depower a couple of buildings. Oh boy. Meanwhile, there's no tank here in the main base. He blinks into the main. He's gonna focus down that stim. The tech lab does go down. Aye. The main base now belongs to MasTeR at this point. The boys are forced off the line. He is finally forced out. At the same time, Slayers goes in. But MasTeR spots it. He's warping in a couple of Stalkers defensively. Even the probes do turn around and fight. One of the Marines already falls. The Colossus comes out just in time to defend. And only 2 probes go down. Oh boy. Oh no. And Slayers is getting a natural. He's getting a natural base. He's lost his mind. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But we'll see. We'll see if he can get away with it. He's working on all his add-ons as well. He's trying his hardest. He's restarting Stim. As a reminder, you know, Stim was denied earlier because the tech lab was focused down. MasTeR is getting a 4th base. It's getting a 4th base. It's getting a 4th base. Oh god. It's gonna be overkill. Honestly, MasTeR can just go across the map with what he has. Honestly, like, there's nothing stopping him. The only thing stopping him would be a drop in one of his bases, but Protoss has recall, you know. That's all you gotta do. You just recall and you'll be safe at home. Here we go. He's going across the map. He's got his War Prism as well to reinforce if he needs to. And he even has eyes on everything. He does have an observer on top of the army. He sees both tanks here. One of them gets focused down, immediately goes down. Only one tank remaining. Sorry, 2 tanks in the main base to defend. And we'll see if it's going to be enough as MasTeR pushes up into the main, sieges up his War Prism, warps it in the face of SlayersMvP, and GG gets called. MasTeR will move on to the quarterfinals.